Are you ready to create a life you crave? Let's spin that doom loop of negativity into an upward success cycle and start living lucky. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Jana.
I'm Jason.
And we are living lucky because the quitters never quit. Is that a Taylor Swift song?
And the winners never quit.
Yeah, you only fail if you quit, right?
That's right. Yeah, it's hard to beat someone who just won't quit, who won't give up.
Oh, say that again, Jason. I feel like that's the quote of the day.
It is hard to beat someone who won't give up.
And that is exactly the position of Diana Nyad. We watched the
water
movie.
nymph.
She is a water nymph. Nyad actually stands for water nymph. Who knew? I mean, talk about your mission being your last name. Water nymph.
Now you know.
What does Shelfer stand for? Just
power
sit
of
on
the
a wall.
universe.
Yeah, I think it's sit on a wall.
Maker of the shelf. So, and the beautiful thing about this is she was adopted. So that wasn't really her biological name.
Oh, okay. Well,
but she took the identity and she owned it and she loved it.
She was adopted into the perfect family. That was destiny
for her calling.
Now, for
and it
anyone
was a dream of hers
that does not know what we're talking about, we are talking about Diana Nyad. She was the first person to swim from Cuba to Florida unassisted, meaning she did not have a shark cage or any other assisted device. She swam in the open waters.
You did not take any breaks.
It took her 53 hours to do it, and she did it at the age of 64 years old. Years young.
Yep.
64
That's
years
uninterrupted. Uninterrupted swimming.
So that means she didn't sleep at all. She just kept swimming and swimming. I mean, she was like that little goldfish on Nemo. She just kept swimming.
Just keep going. Keep going.
Keep swimming. Keep swimming. Keep swimming. Yes. And what's so remarkable is it was her 5th attempt. She had tried it 4 other times and for various reasons, whether it was a jellyfish,
the box jellyfish
clan that ended up attacking her face.
Almost killed her.
Yes. And then at one time they gave her some medicine that she was allergic to. And
she got anaphylactic shock. And the first time she ended up in the Gulf Stream and got off course too far.
In the current.
And, the first time she was 28 years old. And then she went for 30 years without touching it.
And that's what's so remarkable. So let's start there. She's 28 years old, probably in the physical prime of her life.
She's a marathon swimmer in the prime of her life.
And she doesn't make it. Yep. And she gives it her all. I mean, this was her 110%. Jason hates it when I say 110%. He's like, it's 100%, but she gave
nothing
100%.
Greater than the whole.
And at that point, she said, you know what? I did my absolute best. I don't think I could have done any better. So she stops trying and is like, you know what? I couldn't have done any better. That was my best attempt. It can't be done by me.
At the time that she did that, I mean, you said it. She was 28 years old. She is a gold medalist Olympic marathon swimmer. And she tries, and this is something that's never been done before. So it's out of the possibility. It's like the 4-minute mile.
Mm-hmm.
So it can't be done. It's in that impossible zone. In fact, people said and people even said it's not possible. And which made it even more attractive to her. She's like, I think I can do this. But then she tries it and she comes up way short in the prime of her life. And
And
so
not
then
not
she
just a
hears
little
people.
short, way short. She comes up
Yeah.
way short.
And then she's hearing people say, well, we knew it wasn't possible. And if you can't do it, it can't be done, all these things. And then 30 years, nobody can do it and nobody does it.
She literally puts it on the back burner. It's in the back of her mind and she goes about her life. However, there's that little whisper. There's that little whisper of, I wonder if, I wonder, I could have been a contender. That's what it
Yes.
is. It's, I could have been a contender.
And she's feeling like there's something missing. There's that fire missing in her belly. There's that
There's
fire
something
missing in her life.
more. There's something bigger and better. I have felt that before. I have felt that in my belly. I have felt the burn. There's something bigger and better. You can do this. You can do it. You can do it.
So she's been going through the motions of life, doing things, working harder, working faster, trying to do all these things to kind of fill that void. But that voice of something bigger and better is calling you towards your purpose, towards what you're meant to do. And then she said, she had a birthday and she said, I'm going to do it.
Here's the thing. If you don't listen to that voice, you start dying.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happens. Your soul starts to die because your soul starts saying, well, if you're not going to listen to me, I'm just going to shut up and die because I'm bored to death on this planet, just going through the motions.
You're
bored.
working to death for nothing.
I didn't come here to just celebrate birthdays and play Scrabble. That's not what I came here to do. I came here to swim the ocean and to be a trailblazer and to have adventures and to stretch myself and to see if I could do what nobody else thought was possible. That's what my soul came here to do. And if you're going to stand in my way, then I'm just going to die.
Ooh. So she didn't give up. She brought it back to life. She fanned the flames. She fanned the flames and listened to her soul.
And not only, this is what is so, so incredible. When she finally finished, she had 3 things to say. She said,
and real quick,
give up. Never give up. And she said, it takes a team. It takes a team. And I felt like that was, the whole time she was doing this, even though swimming seems like it's a solo sport, if she hadn't had gotten her best friend on board and, said, I need somebody to believe in me. I need somebody out there that is cheering me on, encouraging me. I need somebody to share this with. I need somebody to keep me company on those times that I want to quit. I need somebody to walk alongside me. I need a partner because, and isn't that true in everything we do? We need a team. It is a team. Everything's a team sport. Energy can go so far, but if you get a team behind you, that energy becomes exponential. Am I right, Jason, or am I right?
You are right, 100%, 110% even. And I know that's something I go against. But I think you only gave us 2 of the things, because I think the other thing that she said was, your dream is worth believing in. So your dream is worth believing in, never give up. And it looks like a solitary sport, but it's a team effort. It's always a team effort, regardless of what you're doing, because somebody's teaching you, you're learning from somebody, you're aspiring to be somebody. Even your different versions of yourself are pulling you towards this and pushing you towards your dream if you open up to it.
No, she said your dream, I believe, to piggyback off of that third thing that you said, she said, it's never too late. It's never too late. And I know that so many times we have these limiting beliefs. And I know one of those limiting beliefs is, oh, well, you know what? I'm already I'm already this age, so why would I start climbing this mountain now? Well, that is what is so beautiful about Diana Nyad's story, is because when she was 28, yeah, she was in physical peak condition, but she didn't have the experience. She didn't have the expertise in managing a team. She didn't know how to fundraise. She didn't know how to do the media. She didn't know how to mentally manage her emotions and her thoughts and how to zen out while she was underwater. And she didn't know how to Google. She didn't know how to, she needed to know how to Google. I mean, that is the truth when it came to managing the jellyfish. I mean, timing has a lot to do with this, because there came a point where she needed the right equipment and the right technology in order to protect herself from the jellyfish. She needed the right people to come along and say, oh, well, this is what you need. And she needs those people to be far enough along in their journey so that they crisscross and have the right synchronicity and align. I mean, everything needs to come in alignment. So when Jason and I often say, it's when your desires align with your decisions, align with your divine design. And that's when the synchronicities happen, the right opportunities, the right people, everything will just fall into place, and God will make it happen. And it happens fast. It happens so fast that you're going to all of a sudden go like a thief in the night.
Yeah. So the whole time you're telling that story, I've got this big Cheshire cat grin on my face, because I'm just hearing living lucky in this vortex of success that looks like a cyclone, pulling all the right people, all the right experience, opportunities, like everything into place for the dream to happen. And that is living lucky. When you get that type of alignment and that energy flow, things come into that flow and start working with you. And it's amazing and it's beautiful and it's fun.
And the first thing you have to do is you have to be big and brave enough to face your own fears, to get out of your own way, to get out of that comfort zone and say, you know what? I'm going to show up. I'm going to play full out, and I'm going to be my best self. I'm going to do the damn thing.
And know that you might hit a wall, but hitting the wall doesn't mean that it's wrong. Doesn't mean that you did something wrong. It just meant that you hit a wall. And if it's your dream, you keep going. You figure out the way around.
Hitting a wall is actually a blessing. Every time they hit a wall, they learned something.
Yes. Boom.
And every time they learned something, it propelled them to even go further, to go a little faster. And they needed that knowledge so that they could hit that stream right at the right time. Because if you know anything about oceans and currents, you have to hit that current right at the right opportunity. Yeah. Otherwise, it's going to pull you way out into
nether regions.
Exactly. You're going to be going in the wrong direction. Oh man, it inspired me. And I'm telling you, if you have any doubt, any uncertainty inside you, or if you're wavering, thinking, oh, I may have a dream inside me, I'm kind of thinking about, you need to watch this movie. You need to watch this movie. It's on Netflix. It's with Jodie Foster and Annette Bening. And I'm telling you, these two broads, they brought it. Jason and I, we were enamored with even their acting. I was like, these guys are great. They are so believable in these two roles, and they are just phenomenal actresses. And I loved everything about this movie. I loved it.
It's a tearjerker at the end, but it brings to mind the 3 feet from gold. Like, how often do we stop in life? Like, how often do people give up 3 feet from gold, and they had no idea that they were so close to realization of that dream? And it was because, like, if she had stopped after that 4th attempt and said, you know what, I got stung again, I gave it my all, we put in a whole nother year of training, and then they went out, and it was like the weather was bad, it was like but things lined up, things ended up taking, like they had the right team in place, they did have, like, everything did come together in that fine moment where it's like, wow, it was perfect.
And here's what's so great about the whole thing is that final time that they went out, they really just went out for the adventure and the fun of it. They really just went out because they were like, I would rather be out here and be on the water. And even if we just have a glimpse of, yeah, I believe we can do it. Even if we can just get a glimpse of that, I would rather do that than be sitting on the couch thinking, I wonder if.
I'd rather be chasing dreams than chasing regret.
I wonder what would have happened if we would have tried one more time. Oh, so good. So good. Ugh, say your quote one more time. Let's repeat it from the beginning.
Oh, it's hard to beat someone who won't give up.
Give up on giving up. Give up on giving up.
That's your quote.
Give up on giving up. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Keep living lucky.
If the idea of living lucky appeals to you, visit us at startlivinglucky.com.